So, firstly, I'd like to start with the usual apologies, but this time they are the most deep and sincere apologies ever, because this has actually taken a quarter of a year, more or less. Yeah. And that is a bit of a pathetic effort. Fucking bugs. So, yeah, there are reasons, but most of them are my fault. So, yeah. I went to do it a couple of times and it didn't work, so I was like, oh, I'll just leave it till later. And this is later. So yes, assuming this works. Right. So yes. I um hmm. So yeah, you talked about existence basically and taking it down to the most basic way you can say it. And it's odd how you take it down, you take something that exists down to its most basic elements, and it sounds the most amazing like that. Like, you take electricity, for example, you just turn on a fucking computer and oh, it makes noises and you can fucking type on this piece of shit. Okay, that's a bit too much cussing. Anyway, and but in reality, when you really think about it, it is fucking electric shit, however that works, racing through some power lines that are suspended above the earth, da 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 da, and now your house is completely electrified, like the walls are filled with electricity, and then that is coming together to feed into your laptop, computer, etc., toaster, whatever, and then you're pushing some buttons which have minerals in them which were mined from the Congo, etc. And that is basically what's happening, but that sounds a lot more amazing than you turn it on with that button there. And I'm looking at the laptop, not some random space of air. By the way, I stole that kind of metaphor thing, whatever you call it, from a person. But yes. So, it's the more you think about, the deeper you go into, the reality, existence, I don't know what you call it, basic foundations of everything, I guess. Yeah, really. It's more amazing than, well, we take it for granted. I mean, Earth is a giant, well, not actually giant, minuscule, what's his name? Carl Sagan was like, Earth is a is a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. And I was like, whoa. And yeah. So that's there's a freaking word for it. It's not objective, is it? I don't know. Anyway. And you said that you had never been offended before, and well, you had been offended, but not only once or something. And I thought, how is it possible to be offended once? maybe you have, maybe you're like a super calm person or something, but I get offended, or I don't know, I use the words offended and insulted in the same way. Maybe you're calling offended something deep, like something more insulting than insulting, but I don't know, I get offended / insulted very easily because I have quite a substantial ego, really. Like, yeah, I wouldn't call it pride. Pride is a bit manly, masculine. This is like just bitchy ego issues that I have, so I get offended / insulted, whatever, very easily, like, over just about anything. So, yeah. So, I don't know, maybe you are just a saintly person, or, I can't distinguish between feelings very well. If it hurts, it hurts. I can't tell the difference. Just degrees of hurtness. Says here, sneeze. Greatest sneeze I've ever actually witnessed. Just saying. But if I knew you, like for real knew you, I might actually be tempted to just follow you around and wait for you to sneeze. Just in your day-to-day life. It was that good. I've actually watched that sneeze about 60 times. Well, maybe not that much, but anyway. I don't want to seem too stalkery. But pretty good sneeze. I can't actually make a noise that high pitched. So I actually tried. On from that, the future. Well, I'm actually almost confident about my future. I guess you kind of have to be, because if you lose hope while you're in your teen years, I mean, what other hope have you got? Teen years is full of very large exaggerations of what's going to happen, so, yeah. But I'm confident that you will not become a mundane, mediocre person kind of thing. I mean, I figured that if you can get your shit together while you're a teenager and think about smart things while you're a teenager, then you can probably do that while you're an adult. I mean, if you can come to terms with the fact that society and how most people live is not that great, and then you can start to avoid that or make actions to try and avoid that while you're a teenager, then you should be able to avoid it, hopefully. And that's just what I hope is going to happen for me, and he'll probably be better at it. Anyway, so I'm confident that you will not become a mediocre person. Do not worry. Just chill. Don't get a job. Well, you have a job, but don't get a full-on job, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, don't go there. Great wisdomous words from the unemployed Justin Ove. It has here written Ricard. So I wanted to just talk about, now I can't even see how long this has been going for because I've somehow lost the time option. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a friend of mine who basically concerns me. Like, I'll just explain him. He is a person from a troubled family. Well, not super troubled, but a bit troubled. And he's been smoking since he was 14. And he's the drummer for my band. But it's caused tension because I got better than him in a month after he's been doing it for 2 years. Not to sound like really arrogant or anything, but it turned out that I was like a natural drummer, so I kind of, that caused some tensions, and now he's just been going ballistic, and he wants to join the army, is basically the punchline here, because I'm just going to keep on talking, and he says he wants to be a commando, and that is the direction of his life. He's going to drop out of school and become a commando, and I was just like, oh no. I mean, if it was anyone but him, I would go, why the fuck would you do that? But, I mean, it's kind of sad to think that that's probably the best option for him. I mean, I've tried making, well, not making, it's not like he's a retard, but, like, I've tried curving him away from all the, like, stupidity, basically. I mean, we've kind of got him onto good music, and I don't know, some of, like, I'm very influential to him, and it's kind of made me feel responsible for him. And now, it's like, having an adopted brother that just turned out to be not that great. I mean, by not that great, I don't mean that in an insulting way, but he's kind of got no direction or anything. I mean, at the moment, his primary goal in life, this is his life goal, is to stick his tongue down a chick's throat. Nothing wrong with that. It's a completely normal desire for a teenage male, but that is his goal in life at the moment. Like, that is his focus, and if he's not working towards that goal, he's on the couch watching TV or smoking, or both at the same time, or all of them at the same time. But I've gone on about this for a very long time. It's just, I'm so worried for that poor young child. So yeah, that's probably like 20 minutes. But anything else, Justin? Meow, meow. So yeah, just again, I'm so sorry that this took so long, but I've just been having so many issues. But you've probably had even more than me, and it's really my fault. Meh. Sorry. Bye.